the G League Championship at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. Hustle Mad Ants. We've seen this story before. Last year, it was called the Disney Championship because head coach Sam Garski, he was going to Disneyland the next day after the summer camp ended. He went down after winning the championship title, took the medal with him, and took a picture. We don't have it, unfortunately, to show you, but he won the Disney Championship last year by a score of 21-20 over his arch nemesis, head coach Charles Roth. He's on the other side with Team Hustle, number 1 seed coming into the game. And he looks to finish it off, have one more victory with his great duo of Cook and Benz. He specifically molded this team together. It was malleable to start, and now it's set in stone. It's been named the number 1 team in the G League due to seeding, but can they end with that title? They need to win the championship to solidify it in stone and get that medal to end the week. But we'll see who it is coming out on top as the Hustle off to a quick 4-0 start. It was a large victory for Hustle in their playoff game early this morning, but for the Mad Ants, they had to fight for it. They won by 3. Benson Company, here's Hustle in white. It's the number 1 seed, being the home team. Cook out to Benz. He's open for 3. He goes long. Kari Boykin, the primary defender on Benz. Boykin splitting through him. Lost the handle. It looks like it'll stay on this side. Inbound goes to the corner for Carrillo right. Boykin shoots over Benz. Good for 3. No, count it 2. Toes just across the line. Mad Ants, 2 back-to-back buckets. Just up by 1, and Williams will do it on the other end. Ortiz left side, Carrillo right, guarded by Cook. He takes the drive, swings it over the top of him to find Boykin. Benz disrupts the play. This one's picked up. Boykin came up from behind, took it, but no full court press. You have to wait until the midway point. Boykin could have waited 1 extra step to take it away, but just took it a little bit too soon. 6-5 the score. Here's Benz. Carrillo right, trying to put the pressure on him. He gives it over to Cook. Ortiz swats at it, takes it away. Ortiz's 3 doesn't go. Williams, he gets denied. Boykin on the drive. Gets his own miss. He swings out. Carrillo right. 3 goes short. Boykin, another offensive board. Finally comes out to Hustle. Lost it off the knee. Goes the other way. As Marco Diaz. Coach Roth reminding his Hustle team that they just allowed 3 offensive rebounds. It didn't lead to a score, which is the good thing. But at the same time, need to be a little bit more aggressive defensively. Allow them 1 shot if they're going to get any at all. Carrillo right. Drives. Benz swats. Count the basket. No, a travel. No score for the Mad Ants. Carrillo right took too many steps. Benz, left hand, no. Up court pass, Lopez. Denied from behind by Barros, but he snagged the arm. Foul. Free throws. Lopez off on the first of 2. Lopez gets his second. 6-6 is the score. We're tied through 5 minutes. You're watching the G League Championship at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. Six is the score. Hustle, Mad Ants. It's the G League Championship from the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. 10 minutes and counting for the first half. It's a low-scoring affair. We saw the Hustle score over 50 in their playoff game this morning. The Mad Ants were held to under 30 in their matchup. But now when we look at the teams going against each other, each team scoring 6 points, it was both the combination of the good offense and the good defense of both teams that got them here into the championship. Carrillo Wright, Boykin, Ortiz, Kaiken, and Reen are the 5 for head coach Sam Garski. Boykin scoring here. And on the other side for head coach Charles Roth, it's Dalton Bentz along with Cook. He has McComb, Padilla, and Diaz. Bentz, 3. Rebound, Cook fighting against 3 orange jerseys. He gets fouled. Cook earns his first. Cook able to tie it up from the charity stripe, 8-8. Boykin hesitates, spins against Bentz, fouled. A lot of foul calls. We're going to see a lot of free throws. That will most likely be the determining factor. Who can make their free throws? Who can will win. Boykin hits the second of 2. Mad Ants up by 1. Bentz works on him. Blocking foul as Bentz like a semi-truck going down the lane. Bentz into Cook, fouled from behind. Carrillo Wright got beat out by Cook. Ortiz was the extra help defender. Carrillo Wright still tried to get into the play. Ends up having Cook back at the free throw line for 2 more. A friendly bounce, the shooter's touch to tie it at 9. Ortiz looks for 3. Poe goes out. Rebound to Padilla. McComb. Ortiz on his hip and too many hands, too much contact. Good call from Morales down on the baseline, keeping it even. Bentz goes up with it. Misses the 10-footer. Boykin lost the handle. McComb comes away with a steal. Bentz wide open from 3. Cook, the chase down to the corner. Gets it up and down to McComb. Reen's defense makes a miss. Reen hesitates, drives. Mad Ants will have the ball. We're still tied at 9. We got 5 minutes left to play in the first. The G League Championship continues next. Nine in the G League Championship. We're 10 minutes through, 5 to play in the first half. The voice of choice, Levi Flores. Hustle, Mad Ants. Head coaches, the rivalry between head coach Roth, head coach Garski. Last year, Garski took down Roth in the championship game by 1. And now it seems to be getting close to that point. Last year it was the Disney Championship. Right now it seems like the Deja Vu Championship. Williams from the corner. McComb up and down. Padilla denied by the rim. The putback, though, that won't go either. Barrows swats it out of bounds. He's the last to touch. Deep ball, 3. Yes! Nothing but net. Sean Reen from in front of his family in the corner hits it from Curry's court. 12-9, the Mad Ants now have the lead. McComb tried to put on the fancy moves. It leads to a turnover. Carrillo right finds Boykin. Reverse. A little bit of separation. Not going to go. McComb rebound. Garski upset. Here goes Barrows left side. Williams calls for it off the low block. Barrows can't get the touch. No rest in this game. Back and forth. Fast break after fast break. Transition is the play. Ortiz easy with the right hand. Largest lead of the game. It's 5. Barrows, McComb. Williams takes it back. He shoots over Boykin. Padilla still going for it. 3 orange jerseys against 1 white. A jump ball, alternating possession. Two minutes to go in the first half. It's 14-9, the Mad Ants with a 5-point lead. He lost a shoe. Lopez tried to change direction. There's Lopez. Changed direction so fast. Lost his shoe. Lopez, here he is again. Boykin works on Cook. Turns, floats it. Boykin not stopping, got it off the backboard, and the flex. 16-9, it's a 7-point lead, and Hustle starting to fall behind in the final minute of the first half. Barrows gets blocked but fouled. A little bit of contact on the body. Ten seconds left in the first half. Barrows splits the free throws. 5 seconds. Looking for one final shot. Lopez. Not sure if that was an attempt or just to get rid of the ball, but as we head to the half, the Mad Ants have the lead. We have 17 more to play in the G League Championship. $15 down, 17 to go. It's the G League Championship at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores, and the Hustle, the #1 seed, looking to finish off the week with a championship title. Barrows can't get his wrap-up layup and then fouls Lopez trying to grab the rebound. Hustle held to just 10 points. Their leading scorer is Cook. He's currently on the bench for head coach Roth. He's been to the free throw line multiple times. Now Dalton Bentz looking to lead the team as he has for most of the week. Kyrie Boykin for head coach Sam Garski currently on the sideline, also coaching the team from the sideline. Just because you're not one of the 5 players on the court doesn't mean you're not a player. But he's trying to direct the team from outside the yellow lines. Carrillo right. Couldn't quite find the angle. Too much pressure from Dalton Bence. Padilla, he'll find his way to the corner. Bence still guarded by Carrillo right. Barrows gets it to creep over. Slowly closing that gap. His first 5 minutes are going to be huge. Boykin will come back in after it, and so will Cook. McComb also on the bench for head coach Roth. Hustle try to do as much offense as they can with their best defender on the court. Boykin not in play. Lopez scoops it up and under. Barrows gives it up. Williams, baseline, misses it all. Lopez, Carrillo right, Ortiz, Kuiken, and Reen, the 5 for head coach Garski. Lopez on the reverse. Yes! A double bounce and drops in. Waiting for it to hang there. Head coach Roth in disbelief. 8-point game. Bence hesitates. Top of the arc 3. Yes! Dalton Bence showing off his distance. 2-possession game, 5 points. Their defense needs to step up, though. Looking for an answer. He's got it. Ortiz says, I see you, you see me. 3 for 3. Bence steps back towards the midway line. Trying to use the handle. Oh, got him on the ground. Dalton Bence, the move to have Carrillo right touching asphalt. 23-17, and that move alone may be enough to boost the offense for the Hustle. Bence rises up to take that down off the rim. He'll lead it up to Barrows, trying to get the transition basket. Smokes the layup. Coach Roth once again in disbelief. Here's the steal for Bence. Sidesteps into it. Denied by the rim. Carrillo right. Ball loose into the hands of Padilla. Shot won't go. Reen slips at midcourt, tangled up with Barrows. Carrillo right, looks at 3. 6-point game, 45 seconds until the next break where Boykin and Cook will come back in. Shot clamped down. Padilla goes into Williams. Foul will have free throws. I believe this is Padilla to shoot 2. My apologies, that's Diaz. Here's the play from Dalton Bence just a couple moments ago. Carrillo right, trying to play that tight defense. And you play tight defense, you have to react quick. Sometimes you can't get your feet underneath you. Carrillo right touches ground. 23-17 is the score with 12 to go in the second half. The G League Championship continues at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. Mad Ants hustle 23-18, a 5-point game with 12 minutes to go. Head coach Roth, head coach Garski, the rivalry that we've had here at the camp over years. And Garski trying to take Coach Roth down yet again for the second straight year. Head coach Roth, he's built the #1 team based on seeding. But when it comes down to it, the championship is what matters most. We've had teams play, not win a single game when playoffs start, then they win everything after that point and end up with a championship title. So the Mad Ants, you can't count them out just because Hustle has only lost once. Benz going straight at it immediately. He heads to the free throw line. Cook is back into play for Hustle, and Boykin is back in the game for the Mad Ants. Low-scoring affair in the G League. We saw the Mad Ants in the first 2 days of camp score nearly 80 points. And now held to 23 through most of the playtime. Two possessions separate them. Boykin speeds across midcourt. Ortiz. Floater, yes. Benz off balance. We'll have him back at the free throw line. Benz off on the first of two. These free throws, mentioned it in the first half, that could be the deciding factor. Hustle, if they want a chance to win, they're going to have to start making them. Benz splits them. Now in the same decade, 25-20. High screen Boykin. Benz reaches in, called for the foul. Boykin on the attack. Cook puts his arm up, so does Benz. Free throws yet again for Boykin. The rims are being friendly to the Mad Ants. It seems everything that gets a touch somehow magically goes in. Coach Garski puts some magnets in the ball. Second one off mark. Here goes Benz. Williams to his right. Cook in the paint. McComb up and down to Cook. Got it away from Carrillo Wright. Cook asked for another foul. Not going to get that. And Carrillo Wright looks like slightly twisted his ankle on the last play. He's going to have to exit, and they'll substitute in Ryan Reed. So it's Ryan, Sean Reed, Kari Boykin, Lopez, and Ortiz. Bang shot. Good for three. The Mad Ants staying alive. Hustle needs to start seeing some offense. Benz has Boykin on his hip. Lopez right underneath. Timeout called. 7 minutes to go in the second half. It's 31-22. We have the largest lead. It's 9. ESPN. 31-22. Mad Ants leading the hustle in the G League Championship from the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. McComb, 3. Goes left. Rebound, Cook. Turn, shoots. Blocked by Ortiz. Barrows put back. That's good. Hustle, number 1 team through the week. And now in the championship game, partially falling apart. But with less than 7 minutes to go, they're trying to make that final comeback, that final push, and it's the offense that's the issue. They've only allowed 31 points. That's low for a G League game. We just saw Hustle score over 50. So by putting them at a minimum of 31 points, that's good. But where did the offense go? Benz is fouled. He'll get free throws. And the other thing about that, you're going to make free throws, you're going to miss free throws. You just hope that the percentages are similar. Of course, you need to make them. But the thing with the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp is it's always a running clock in the first 30 minutes of regulation. The last 2 minutes, a little bit different. So free throws are going to keep the clock running. It's going to give you less and less opportunities to score. That's why free throws are so important. Make the free throws when you get the opportunity. Unless you're down by so much, just get them off quick so that you can get another chance to score. Ben's starting to slowly close the gap. It's a 5-point game. Ortiz. Now Boykin. Mad Ants slowing it down. 5.5 to play. Reen standing in the corner, awaiting the pass. Boykin will turn and shoot. Blocked by Benz. No shot for Boykin this time. Dalton Benz stands tall in the way. Cook, well defended by Reen. Forced to give out to Padilla. Up and down, back to Cook. More great defense by Reen. Lopez. Travel. A foul first. Boykin once again goes against Benz. And Boykin frustrated as he loses the handle. 5 points, 4.5 minutes. With this low-scoring game, 5 points is not going to be easy. You don't necessarily need to go 3, but you do need to make whatever you put up. Ortiz, long 3, rims out. Benz, 3 ball. Rims out. Cook trying to track it down to the corner. He does. No whistle. It stays alive. McComb's on the ground. Ball goes baseline. Coach Karski is upset, which makes me think that the ball is going to stay with Hustle. It will. Benz, quick inbound. Cook, fouled. He'll get 2. Now remember, free throws are good to get points, but first you have to make them. And then the second part is the clock is going to continue to run. We have just over a minute until that clock starts to stop. With this close game, Cook needs both of these to make it a one-possession game. Cook on his second. He goes 1 for 2. Boykin. Bench trying to keep him at bay. Ortiz looks for the bank. Not open. Lopez, other side. Up and down. Ortiz blocked by Benz, but fouled. Ortiz gets the first of 2. The lead is back to 5. Ortiz, he gets both of them. That'll take us to the 2-minute mark. It's a 6-point lead for the Mad Ants. The G League Championship on the line from the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. Two minutes to go. You're watching the G League Championship at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. Hustle slowly roll the ball in so the time doesn't start until he touches it. Benz picks it up. Now the time starts to tick. They need to score. Benz gets them to jump. Now in trouble. Bumped from behind. The clock will stop at 1:57. And since it's a foul inside 2 minutes, it's a 1-and-1 for Benz & Co. Six-point difference. He can knock it down to 4 if he makes both. And it's all up to this first one. Off. Deep rebound, Lopez. They can play full court press. They decide not to. They get back on defense. Carrillo, right after rolling his ankle, has reappeared into the game. Blocked by Cook. Sent it the other way. Cook in transition. He's fouled. Another 1-and-1. Cook able to bounce in his first. Cook gets both. That's huge for Hustle. A steal and a putback. Barrows, 4 straight points for Hustle. We have a 2-point game. Benz now gets a steal at midcourt. A final 2 minutes coming down to the wire. Cook up, hangs on the rim, falls off the hanger. Team Hustle playing from behind nearly the entire game. And when it comes down to the final 2 minutes, they come alive. The sparks start to fly. The fire has been ignited. Benz knocks in the first. 33-32, a chance to tie. 6 points. And now tied up at 33 apiece. 6 points in the matter of 30 seconds. Hold on the side. We'll get free throws on the other side now. It'll be Lopez for a 1-and-1. Benson Cooks down on the low block, hoping Lopez misses. It's tied at 33. Free throw, front iron. Ben snags the board. Has that height to reach over Boykin, and he was in front of him, splitting him in the rim. Bence, step back. Doesn't want to shoot. It's clutch time. Need to make sure everything falls. Here goes Bence again. He will take a three. Barros keeps it alive for Hustle. One minute left. Bence. He's fouled. 2 free throws for Bence. Looking for their first lead since the first half. Bence gets the first of 2. Boykin trying to go in for a rebound, but he was fouled on the shot, so he automatically gets 2. It's the first lead for Hustle since the first half. Bence misses the second. Boykin the rebound, 52 seconds and counting. Barros keeping up that full court pressure. Boykin spinning in and out, but Barros still holding on to him. Defense in some confusion. Ortiz jacks up a 3, count the basket, and one. A 4-point play for Ortiz. So count the 3, and Ortiz will shoot the free throw. Here was the play. Ortiz misses the possible 4-point play. Barros gets it stripped by Boykin. And they go into foul. 31 seconds. Mad Ants back in the lead by 2 after the huge 3 from Ortiz. Boykin for the 1-and-1. Gets the first to rattle. 3-point lead. Boykin's second. Pogo's out. Cook the board in between Carrillo Wright and Ortiz. It's a 3-point game, 25 seconds. Three ball hit. We're tied at 37 with 16 to go. It's the G League Championship at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. 16 seconds to go, tied at 37. The G League Championship on the line. Dalton Benz hits the three to tie it. Full court press in effect. Boykin launches into Ortiz. 7 seconds. All they need is one. You're not thinking jump shot. All you need is a layup. 3 seconds. Ortiz from Curry's court. Comes up short, misses everything, and we'll have overtime. 37-37. 1 minute of extra time. G League Championship next. One minute overtime in the G League Championship. Hustle Mad Ants tied at 37. It was Dalton Benz hitting a three to tie the game. And now we're back in action. Same rules apply for the final 2 minutes as it does in overtime. Ortiz and company win the tip for the Mad Ants. Head coach Garski, head coach Roth going back and forth over the last 2 years. Last year it was Garski winning the championship. Roth with the #1 team heading into the championship game, just trying to finish it off. Reen off on his three. Barros rebound up court. McComb. Ortiz back to play defense. McComb misses the layup on the other end, and Reen goes coast to coast to bring that back down in the hands of the Mad Ants. Halfway through the overtime period, Boykin hits Lopez in the corner. His three, not going to go. Back iron, rebound, Boykin. Benz doesn't play defense, just lets them shoot from 5 feet out. He snags the rebound. 13 seconds. Benz will slow it down, bring it past the midway point. 7 seconds and counting. All you need is one. Benz launches it up. Rebound, Lopez. He'll try to throw it down. We'll have a double overtime period. Still tied at 37 with no score in the first.
Yeah, 1 minute. After this is going to be the first score, too, after this 1 minute.
Second overtime period, same rules in place. There is no score through the 1 minute. If we have a third overtime, it'll be the first to score two. But this continues. 1 minute in counting. Benz, McComb, Barrows, Cook, and Padilla. That's the five on the court for head coach Roth. Benz, three. Pogo's up and out of bounds. Clock stops at 44 seconds. And the Mad Ants will take it back. Boykin, 30 seconds down. Lopez holding it high. Coach Garski, it seems like he's just wanting to find the shot. Three ball, rims out. McComb gets the rebound. 17 seconds. Benz makes the move on Boykin, loses the handle, tosses up and down to Cook. Out of bounds, clock stops at 4. Last touch by the Mad Ants. Hustle to inbound. Benz gets it. The catalyst on the inbound. Up and down. Nearly taken away. It is Reen. Gets it to toss it up for the win. We'll have one more overtime period. It's the next to score two. 37-37 in the G League Championship. Triple overtime in the G League Championship. This is the way to end the camp. Benson Boykin for the tip. It's the first to score two at this point. Here's Ortiz, the drive. He gets denied. Benz snags it. He's trying to beat out the defense of Boykin and Ortiz. The drive, left side, the kick across. Barrows off the backboard, in for two. It's the Hustle, the champions of the G League. Triple overtime, and Barrows finishes it off. 39-37, and head coach Roth gets his revenge on head coach Sam Garski. Kai McComb, Braylon Barrows, Colton Williams, Ryder Cook, Dalton Benz, Caden Padilla, and Marco Diaz, head coach by Charles Roth. The Hustle, the G League champions. You've been watching the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. We'll see you next year.